So yeah, so 8.5 ounces of coffee, 50 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of agar-agar. So if you have a food scale, it helps. But those are the ratios: 8.5 of liquid, 50 grams of sugar, 2 grams of agar-agar. You can use regular like gelatin, but that's not the one I went with, and I don't know the ratios for that offhand. So that's what you need to have as far as your ratios go. You take the coffee, the agar-agar, and your sugar, and you put it all in a pot. And you have it on low heat because you want to like slowly bring it up to a boil. Once it gets to a boil, you only want to cook it for 1 minute. It's just to activate the agar-agar. That's it. So just activate it by getting it slowly up to a boil for a minute. Then once at a minute, let it boil. Then as soon as that happens, take it off the pot. And also, while you're getting it up to a boil, just stir every once in a while so nothing sticks. And you'll notice like the consistency is going to change a little bit. And you want that to happen so you can start making your coffee caviar. So when it gets to a boil, slowly bring it up to a boil. Keep stirring. Slowly bring it up to a boil. Let it go for a minute and then take it off the heat. Let it rest for at least 10 minutes, if a little bit more if you can. So once it's rested for at least 10 minutes, then what you're going to do is you're going to get like a squeeze bottle, so some kind of like ketchup bottle, like one of those like diner squeeze bottles, and you're going to grab your container full of your chilled oil. And what you would do is you would take your squeeze bottle and slowly, because I learned this the hard way, slowly let your coffee mixture drip into the cold oil. What that'll do is it'll form little beads. If you don't do it slowly, you'll just get like a mass of, it'll look like just coffee jello at the bottom. The slower you do it, the easier it will be for the coffee mixture to bead up, and then you will get coffee caviar. And this is how it looks. So I'm just gonna give a little close up in the camera. So I'm gonna try some right now. Just on a couple of common like dessert items, which would be some cookies and some chocolate. So I'm going to try this right now. Just a little piece of chocolate here. You don't want to do too much. I'm just going to try a little bit of these coffee caviar. Coffee caviar and milk chocolate. So this is the first taste of it. It's all right. Like, it's not amazing. It's exactly what it tastes like. And I think the sugar in the coffee caviar helps. It's you're biting into beads that are like slightly coffee flavored and it mixes with the chocolate. I think the chocolate overpowers, and this is just a standard milk chocolate bar, so maybe a dark chocolate would work better, but it's cool, but it's not like mind-blowing. Now we're going to try on the cookie. So we got some just regular Chips Ahoy cookies. We're going to give that a try. All right, so standard Chips Ahoy cookie, and we're going to put some coffee caviar on top. Taste test number 2. So this is the second one of 2. Coffee caviar on a chocolate chip cookie. All right, on the chocolate chip cookie, I think because the cookie's not purely milk chocolate, there's chocolate chips. That definitely messes with the flavor, in a good way. So I would say put this more on cookies or anything that doesn't have like a super strong or super sweet chocolate flavor. Like on pure chocolate, it wasn't really doing anything. Maybe on dark chocolate it might be better. With the cookies though, I feel like this is a really good topping for cookies because it does. You have like a warm cookie with the cold caviar, the consistency of the cookie and the consistency of the caviar, and then you have like this coffee taste mixing in with the cookie and the chocolate chip. I think on a shortbread cookie, or maybe like Milano cookies would be really good. And I know people put this in milk, but I think just in sweetened milk, it wouldn't really do much. It'd be like more like almost like a boba tea confection, which is okay. I would say maybe use these as a topping on like pure ice cream, maybe just to put a little bit on top. But it's a fun project. So my verdict is this: it's a fun project. It's fun to make if you're into that kind of thing. If you're into like testing, molecular gastronomy projects for within cooking, and you like to do weird stuff like that. Yeah, it's like a fun project to do. As far as like heightening the flavor of anything, not so much. Like if you put it in coffee, it just goes to the bottom. If you put it in cold coffee, it goes to the bottom. On ice cream, I can see this being really good. Putting it in sweetened milk, maybe get like a boba tea kind of vibe from there. On pure milk chocolate, doesn't really do much. On chocolate chip cookies, I think that this would be best on cookies. I think it would really help with the flavor of cookies. So if you're going to serve this on anything, maybe have like a spread of different cookies, like chocolate chip cookies, shortbread cookies, Milano cookies, and then coffee caviar. That would probably be like a really good